Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of weDevs Show. Today, episode number 17 is also one of those areas where we try to introduce, showcase, and present our own team. So today's topic is about the people within weDevs, about us, the humans of weDevs. So before we begin the show today, we will start with a video that represents life at weDevs. Please enjoy.
Welcome to weDevs. Let's have a walkthrough of the daily activities of the weDevians. This is where our day begins, with the reception area. This is where weDevians and guests are welcomed. Okay, let's move forward. This is the weDevs playground, where we play and pray. Right now, the development team is competing against the marketing team. Just as they are playing a competitive game, they also work hard to get great results for our customers. This is where all the magic happens. Our development and support team. They are innovating new ideas into reality that solve our customer problems. The development team develops products for the online industry to make lives easy. This is our testing team. Every application has to go through some serious automated and manual testing to ensure quality before launching. Our developers have written thousands of codes to build plugins and applications using all the cutting-edge technologies. We use the best coding convention for WordPress, such as PHP, Vanilla.js, Node.js, React.js, Python, Java, and many more programming languages to build plugins and web applications. This is our content and marketing team. Our content team produces all the articles, tutorials, and documentation for all of our products. Our marketing team is the main powerhouse behind all of the campaign and marketing ideas that boost our sales. Oh, a meeting is going on. Let's bump into the meeting room to check what's going on. We conduct internal meetings, client meetings, and web conferences in this room. It can easily facilitate around 20 people at a time. Now it is time for the HR and admin departments to welcome you to their operation. From here, our HR and admin regulates and operates the human resource and administrative process. In this cabinet, our account directors maintain all the accounting-related activities. By the way, we haven't walked you through the community and business development team yet. Let's go! This is our business development and community team. This team is solely responsible to generate leads and make a better exposure for the company in the global IT industry. Last but not least, let's meet our founders. This is Tariq Hassan, founder and CTO of weDevs. And this is Nizamuddin, co-founder and CEO of weDevs.
Welcome once again back to the show. We are ready to discuss today's topic, Spotlight on Content Team. And to join with me, I have my co-host. I will welcome Mr. Yeasin Rahman today. So Yeasin, how have you been doing?
All good, Shayan. How about you?
I'm doing great. So my name is Ahmed Shayan and I work as a business development manager here at weDevs. So Yeasin, would you let the viewers know what do you do?
Okay, this is Yeasin Rahman from the Business Development Department at weDevs, and one of my key responsibility includes sponsorship management, affiliate management, managing different kinds of branding and promotion, working on different business strategies and models, and also manage any kinds of partnership programs.
Right.
And
Thank you so much.
today
Yep.
we have a
Sure.
special guest.
Yep. Go ahead. I think we had a little bit of internet issue, but I'll let you introduce the guest. Who do we have today?
Can you hear me?
Of course we can. Yeah. Let's continue.
Can you hear me, Mr. Shan? Okay.
Yep. We can.
Today we have a special guest who is working as a lead of the content team at weDevs, and he is none other than Mr. Sakil Adnan.
How are you doing, Shakil?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Great. Good to have you today with us. Would you do the honors, Yasin? So, what do we do when we have a guest? I think Yasin is having a little bit of internet issue, but that's fine. So, I want to know from you, Shakil, would you please do the honors of introducing yourself?
Okay, thank you. Hello, viewers. Thank you, everyone who are already joined. I'm Sakil Adnan, graduated from a private university called Sonaga University, and I have been in the WordPress industry for over 2 years now. And here at weDevs, I'm working as a content strategist and trying to lead the content team to help people and weDevs users across the world. So that's it.
So, thank you so much for agreeing to appear at our show today and finding time out of your busy schedule. Viewers who are joining in today, we would like to know where you're joining from. We have Aideen joining from, actually, it's a different time zone, Canada. Aideen, hope you are enjoying the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have a question that you want to know about the content strategies, how the blogs and the contents managed in weDevs, this is the right person to ask. So we invite you to ask questions to Shakil. So we know in each of the companies that they operate, organizational hierarchy wise and structure wise, there is always different department. And today's focus is similarly to content department, the team, the department that solely is responsible for producing quality content and in very efficient manner. So Shakil, my first question to you, if you're ready for the question answer round.
Yes.
All right.
And
So my
please
question to
continue.
you is give us a brief of your day-to-day activities as the content team lead.
Okay, thank you. Well, it's quite difficult to explain everything. I'm trying to take it shortly. So our daily routine starts actually joining a welcome meeting with our founder and CTO, Adek Hassan Bhai, and our co-founder and CEO, Nijamuddin Bhai. And then we have some formalities from our HR department, as you know. And actually, actual work or office hours start talking to my coworkers. I'm in the team, content team. So we call it a spam meeting or stand-up meeting, but it's very important for me because I want to make sure that everyone in the team is fine, uh, fit to work and fresh from their mindset. So then I, on a regular basis, try to check the important emails every day. And the most important things that I check on a regular basis every day, that as the content team, we manage all of our blog pages. We have total 6 blog pages, including weDevs official page, official blog, and then WPRP, Happy Add-on, email, AppSale, and WP Hype. So it's my first duty to check what's going on. So I try to check every day. If I have enough time, I try to check from Google Analytics and Search Console with the details. And if not, I try to shortly check with using some extension like WebRank, Alexa, etc. So then my remaining day, I try to manage my regular responsibilities, planning, team collaboration, discussion with other teams, and preparing reports, etc. So that's all I try to do on a regular basis.
Sounds like a lot of work, and also we wanted to know from you our follow-up question, which you've already answered, your major duties and responsibilities. So we've already answered two questions in one go. And again, encouraging everyone who's tuning in today to ask relevant questions regarding the content strategies, the content team, and Mr. Sakil Adnan himself. So our third question of the show, share with us the working culture and the team dynamics.
But can I know the second question if you give me the
Sure.
chance to
Sure.
take that
So
out?
the second question we would love to know from you is your major duties and responsibilities, which you've already answered, which is why we skipped question number two. But then again, I would give you the floor to answer
Okay,
that
but I
question.
think that there's something I need to share
Sure.
about, because uh, as a content team, what we actually
Yep.
do is that we have to we try to help our users across the world. So our main responsibility as a team is to prepare proper product documentation, blog and video tutorials, and other things. So and on the other side, we also try to promote them through inbound marketing process and SEO. So as a lead, what I try to do that help preparing plans and help cooperating and helping a team to achieve that goal. So it's also very important that I maybe skip in the first answer. So my main responsibility or duty is to helping the team actually. What I think that. And one point, if I want to, if I can share that words that we love to use, or people like to share that team management or managing teams, some kinds of buzzwords, but there's a different view of mine there. That there's nothing actually managing the team or team management. What I prefer to say that it's as a lead, what I need to do that is helping uh, our co-workers or team members to find the better option and let them do their job. So
Right.
in my viewpoint, I try actually do that across that's my team, and I think my team members will agree with me. So
Right.
that's the main job I do here as a team lead. Thank you.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much. A lot of the times we see leader and bosses being in the labeling situation where we see someone and we try to identify if that's a leader or that's a boss. We're not going to get into that conversation, but it's really good to see the practices that you are following and the way you are supporting your colleagues, co-workers, and teammates is definitely something to look for. So let's move on to
Yes,
the third question.
it's important to me. That's why I try to say something about that.
Right. So third question again from me. I'm just keeping Yasin
Okay,
aside.
I'm trying to answer that question.
Right.
So the question was the working culture.
Yep. And team dynamics. Yes.
Team dynamics. Okay, okay. Thank you. So it's difficult to explain actually, but I wouldn't use the word great or best. What I want to say that I just love the way we just try to deal with. Hmm. As a growing software company, what we just try is to offer and maintain a friendly, open culture or environment to all, regardless religion, gender, race, or etc. You can also take me as an example. I'm working here for over 2 years,
Absolutely.
so
Yep.
it's important, and I think we just on his way to become a truly global company. So I appreciate it. And another thing, if I want to say something about team dynamics, so what we try actually here, we are trying to combine two different characteristics, brotherhood and friendship. If I explain, we are brothers who are working, try to help each other to perfectly make our jobs done and make it perfect on time, deliver on time. And we are friends while we are doing fun or going for a team out or AEBC. So actually, we are bonding like brothers, and we are enjoying like friends. That's what we are doing here. That's how we are dealing our regular responsibility care activities.
Right. I think we
So,
have a viewer's question. Thank you for the answer, Yasin.
Okay, so this is my first question to Mr. Sakil Adnan. Uh, how does the
yes.
concept of learn and grow fit in with the content team at weDevs?
Well, I think it's one of our most prioritized consideration or key concept of Sweden. Our CEO, Nizamuddin, always encourage us to learn, and we try to maintain a learning culture actually. So if we uh, say our total work culture or process is a funnel, if I say. So first, maybe someone join as a content writer or technical writer, but what we try to do that, we try to prepare them as a complete content marketer. So there's lots of things we try to do or apply all the parts and process of inbound marketing, from writing, from scripting, preparing SEO, doing SEO, preparing video, making images, and link building, all the things we are trying to do or we actually do. So our goal was and is to prepare each and everyone to make himself or prepare himself or herself as a complete content marketer. So it's our on a daily, regular basis process, and we actually participate each week in a learning session with a particular uh, uh, training session, and sometimes we arrange session with other teams from our with this uh, uh, from our company. Like if I share something, last week we arranged a designing session from with our designing team. So that's how we are dealing with the learning and growing process, and I think uh, we are doing well.
Thank you so much for the answer. So we have a viewer's question. We actually have a lot of questions from the viewers. So the
Yep.
first question that I'm
Okay.
going to take is from Rabbir Shad, and he asks, "What do you do to maintain a good bonding between team members?"
Uh, if I want to answer with a single word, that is respect. Uh, what I it's not only a word; it's an attitude. So I try to respect and develop or maintain a respectful relationship. Actually, it's not possible to totally explain, but I think if we respect each other from our personal viewpoint, with our words, attitude, and our responsibilities, what we do here, so it's possible to maintain a good bonding. So there could be ups and downs in relationship or other issues, but if we respect each other and give priority to respecting each other, and not only indirectly, both from both sides, so that would be easy for any team to maintain a strong bonding among the team members.
Thank you for that answer. We have a few other comments. So Kamruzzaman Tuhin says, very happy to see you guys. Tuhin, we're also very happy to see you coming back every week. Tuhin
Thank
has been
you.
consistently following our show, commenting. So he
Yep.
is one of our biggest supporters. Shuja says, what are you up to, guys? We're actually doing very well. And in the intro, we actually asked the question to our guest as well. Next, we have another question before we go back to our script is from Aidin. Aidin is joining us from Canada. And Aidin asked, how are we coping with supporting each other through the situation of COVID and still keeping team dynamics? So this question is for Shakil. How are we keeping the team dynamics up by supporting each other in times of COVID?
Okay. Thank you, Aijin. We actually do nothing special. What we do is maintaining a proper way, a structured way to make our daily tasks, and we participate in different meetings throughout the day. So it's not difficult to us for us, or it's not something new to cope up actually. And as we all are open and we are sharing our problems without any hesitation or confusion. So as a lead, I try to solve all the issues arising from within teams and outside of the team. So my team members also appreciate that. So I think we are doing well, and we're in the same situation we were before the COVID-19. So I think that's not a problem for us actually.
Right. I think Yasin and I, we both agree to that. And I remember in the month of May, we tried to provide our own solutions readily available for non-profits and frontliner organizations. So that is also one thing we've already done. But absolutely agree with what Shakil said. WeDev show, this platform, this forum is also something that we've been doing during the times of COVID, trying to
Is
go
there
out.
any issues
Yeah,
that
I think there
I
are some
didn't
issues.
hear properly?
Internet, right?
Issues,
Yeah, I think there are
network,
some
okay.
issues with the internet, which is also a case. But then again, I was just saying that during the times of COVID, we're trying to ensure that we support each other. And WeDev Show is a prominent example that we go out of our work and sit together and have just a chat with our
Yeah.
colleagues. So moving along with the questions that
Yeah.
we have for the show, next question is to talk about your own experience. So I want to know from you, Shakil, how did you get to know about WeDevs? And share your recruitment experience with the audience.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, it actually was a fun experience for me. Uh, I first share about this, heard about this uh, from bdjobs.com. Uh, that was actually the funny thing, because I was not ready for the job that time, but I had an account on bdjobs because if I remember, um, I joined a mandatory workshop in our university. So one task that we have to done on this program is to open an account on BDJob. So I also opened it. So one day I randomly I was checking the job posting and my profile account actually. So I saw with post, and the point that attracted me the most was that we don't uh, want to know about your uh, study background, or you don't have to show your certificate. You can apply if you have this qualification. So that was quite interesting from Bangladeshi perspective actually. So I applied, and the process was long actually. First I applied to replying some questions on Lounge, and the second task was doing some assignments, actually three assignments, three articles. So as an author, I love to write. So that was not a problem for me. So I wrote that article and submitted. So one day after 3 weeks, I got an email that you have an interview with us next week. Actually, I heard about with it. That was the question. I'm telling the full recruitment process. Uh, so, so then I participate the interview session in first interview at WeDevs, and first job interview in my life actually, because I didn't participate any interview before life. So then was the final interview after another 2 weeks with our founder and co-founder Tarek Bhai and Nizam Bhai. So if I want to say that it's a long, tedious process, maybe, but it was fun for me because I love writing. Not a problem for me. And another thing that I want to share with our upcoming team members or our other uh, members who will join in the future, that you know that there's actually no matches or actual matches with our study culture or and our work culture. So it's could be long, but it's important for a company when we are choosing someone as our team member, that uh, he or she has the qualification to perform that role and take that challenge. So I think you should take it easily, and you should be patient while applying for a job role. And uh, as we are trying to offer and maintain a friendly and open culture, so you don't have to be hesitated, uh, don't have to be confused. So you can work just as you want, or you can uh, work here as you want actually. So I think that was my experience. Actually, what I try to say, and my message to our uh, future team members. Hello, can you hear me?
Right. I think the message is very well
Yeah.
said, and I think that tips and advice that you've shared is very
Yes, and thank you.
valuable for people who are trying to join
I
weDevs or
think
apply
there's
for
a
it in the future. So,
problem.
yep, I think there is a little bit
Yeah.
of issue with the internet, but we'll try to adjust. Let's move on. Yasin, we have a viewer question. Let's see the viewer question. I think the next question is Atik Tonmoy. So what's the question, Yasin?
So first of all, thank you Atiguraman Tonma for the questions, and so please, Mr. Shakil, would you please answer the what is the hardest things about writing content? Please share with our viewers. What is the hardest
Hardest
thing about
hardest
writing
thing for
content?
now, if you ask about it, I will share that keep focusing, because
Okay.
now we are going through COVID-19 outbreak. So it's very difficult for someone to keep focusing on their writing for 1 or 2 days or even more sometimes. So it's the hard part, but hardest part. But if you ask in general, the fact is to understand the actual concept and understand that user viewpoint. If you can find out the main concept and main gap actually, and what your users want to know, so you can easily write. So that's
Thank you
the
for the answer.
hardest thing in my viewpoint actually, what I think.
Right.
So thank
So
you for the
Yasin and I, if
question.
we feel like
Mhm.
writing some article again, we will definitely remember this advice. So Yasin, do you have any other question?
Yeah,
Thank you.
my this question is based on evaluation, and so Mr. Shakil, how do you evaluate the performance when it comes to producing fresh content?
Okay, thank you. uh, that's the tough part of my role actually, what I think. But as we already said that we are trying to maintain a friendly and a professional as well as a professional process. So we have a certain process to uh, evaluate someone's task or responsibility. We have pre-checklist and post-checklist for all type of our contents. We actually develop three types of content. If I try to break down uh, documentation, blog content, and video tutorial. So for each of them, we already have prepared a checklist. Uh, so what we actually prefer uh, and what we try to serve is trying to make our users' journey easier. So we try to help them throughout our all type of content, so that they can easily cope up with our use and understand our product. So what we try to uh, offer throughout our writing as a lead, I and also our team members all are do the same thing. So we uh, try to easily offer and present our product. So when we preparing documentation, we try to shortly describe our product with adding screenshot for each part and portion of a certain feature or product. And when we are preparing a blog tutorial or blog content, we are trying to deep dive, dive into the detail, and we try to explain each part and how will they use it, why they will use it. And there's another thing we do, that SEO, that for our new users, and convince actually search engines like Google and other accounts. So it's not something evaluate someone when he or she is done with his or her job. What we do, trying to do is that from the first part or from the beginning of his or her job, we try to follow a certain way. So that's how we are. Uh, uh, Actually, that's how I try to evaluate my team members and his or her task. So it's easy for us to evaluate uh, from the beginning or throughout the whole process. Am I clear? Or
Yeah,
should I share something else?
it's a long process, right?
Long process, and what we do that that I already said or shared that we are trying to maintain a friendly environment. So we try to help from the beginning of his or her task. So it's helping us to offer a useful guideline. Uh, One part. And another part is it's also actually and also help our team members to understand his or her responsibility and offer the best job possible by them. So it's helpful for both of us from our viewpoint.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much.
So we will take another viewer question. The next question comes from Nahid Sharif Kamal, and he asks about collaborations. How have you been working in terms of collaborating with each other during the COVID situation? I think we've already talked about COVID, but let's
I'm
specifically talk about
having a
the collaborations.
I'm having a problem actually.
Yep.
Can't hear you properly.
So the question is displayed in the screen. So we want to know about your ways of collaboration. So how are you actually maintaining collaboration during the times of COVID?
Team collaboration.
Yes, team collaboration.
In COVID situation, at the time of
Okay.
COVID, how
The first thing is that making it possible to respond or reply on time. The hardest thing for me as a lead was through all these months from uh, March and April, that I try to reply each and everyone from my team and other teams to reply on time without any uh, uh, late or waiting, keeping them waiting. So that was the hardest thing, and for me, from my viewpoint. And when I try to solve their issues on time, just whenever he or she asked me. So that was the main thing to ensure proper collaboration actually. So we are using Slack as a real-time communication. We had mail, and we are also connected throughout our social platform and channels. And sometimes we use or we have to use our mobile phones or other media actually. So real-time response was the main thing to ensure proper collaboration.
Right. Thank you so much. The next question which is from me. I want you to prioritize between
Hello.
search engine optimization and user experience. So when you are choosing between the search engine optimization and user experience, which one would be your preference and why?
Sorry, I couldn't hear. Can you please repeat the question?
Sure, definitely. I think viewers were having a little bit of issue with the internet, but I'll try to repeat the question. So I want to know your preference between search engine optimization and user experience. Which one would you prefer over the another, and why?
Okay, thank you. Very good question. I always prefer user experience, and uh, it's from my viewpoint as an author, because we write for the people. So another thing that was my understanding for the years, that search engine, because as I working as a content marketer, I'm writing content and closely monitoring SEO tools and other Google products like Google Analytics, Search Console, Page Insights, and other group of tools. So uh, everyone from every aspect trying to uh, make sure that everything we are producing as a content should be regarding user experience, or make user experience better. So search engine is also trying to understand how human actually behave, and what the way they prefer or love to uh, react or get engaged. So I always choose the option user experience uh, regarding SEO or other things. That also important, but always user experience is most preferable thing.
Right.
Okay.
So the next question will be from Yasin, but we'll take a question from the live chat. So next question is coming from Atik again. So Yasin,
Okay.
would you please? Yep.
So thank you again, Mr. Atikur Rahman, for your next question. Which blog site should a content marketer follow?
So basically, some suggestions when it comes to
Yeah.
blogs. We want to hear from
Okay.
Shakil and
Okay,
his
question.
suggestion. Some prominent blogs, maybe.
Yeah.
As we all know that, can I replay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So
I think we're having a little bit of issue with the
Yeah.
internet. But then again, let's jump into a few comments, few user comments. So we have Zabo joining from Hungary, East Europe.
Yeah.
Zabo, thank you for joining and hope you are doing well. We simply lost our guest today, but I think we can actually, yeah, we're having a little bit of issue with the internet. We're trying to have him connected. You understand, with remote work and remote meetings, and also having a live show remotely done depends on a lot of factors. And amongst that, one of the factors is dependency on the internet, dependency on power, electricity, availability of people, and all those things. So I think Yasin and I can definitely continue with
Yeah.
our guest. Our guest is actually here. So we will go back to the user question. The question was actually, how would
yes, top
content
WordPress
writer?
blog site someone
Yep,
should
yep.
follow.
Perfect,
I
perfect.
remember. Yes. Mm, as a WordPress content writer, if I want to name some of the popular and powerful WordPress blogs, would like to say WP Tavern, WP Beginner, Kingstar, HubSpot, and for SEO and marketing, uh, Search Engine Journal, Neil Patel. So those are the popular blogs, and uh, they try to share each and every point about WordPress. So we should follow those blogs as a WordPress related people,
So
or by
do
the member
Yasin
of
want to
WordPress
add
community.
something to that?
Sorry.
Yasin, do you want to add something to the list of suggestions that Shakil gave?
Def- Definitely, I will say weDevs blog.
Okay, all right. Right. So weDevs blog, we want to mention that
Thank
weDevs blog
you.
is also
Thank
one of
you
the top blogs, right?
for the
And the
appreciation.
credit goes to the
So
content team as well.
we are
So
trying to make
Definitely.
WeDevs as one of the best WordPress blogs.
right. We're having constant issues with the internet, but then again, and we're also getting a lot of questions today. We have a lot of we have at least 10 more questions waiting in the live chat. So Yasin, would you go back to your set of questions?
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Shakil, though you have said that you are a WordPress content writer, so let's talk about WordPress and your journey with WordPress.
Well, thank you. It's actually very difficult to answer. Uh, there's Maghrib Azan happening here. So
Right. Yeah.
it's possible to take a break.
I think we will take a little short break, maybe. And what we will try to do in between that break, l- let's try to actually focus on a little infomercial. I'm going to play a little video, the life at weDevs video, just so that we can have the proper respect towards our religious belief and views. So requesting our viewers not to go anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're still here, and we will be continuing with our show. And we'll just waiting for the azan to be done with. In between, we'll take a short break. Enjoy the video in between.
Welcome to weDevs. Let's have a walkthrough of the daily activities of the weDevians. This is where our day begins, with the reception area. This is where weDevians and guests are welcomed. Okay, let's move forward. This is the weDevs playground, where we play and pray. Right now, the development team is competing against the marketing team. Just as they are playing a competitive game, they also work hard to get great results for our customers. This is where all the magic happens. Our development and support team.
Want to turn your customer's journey into a joyful one? Look no further. Introducing the Doken mobile app. You can now build your very own app for your online multi-vendor marketplace. An app that will represent your brand, just like the Amazon, AliExpress, eBay mobile applications. Did you know that 90% of mobile time is spent on apps? Over 50% of all internet traffic shop from mobile devices, while 53% of smartphone users buy from company-specific apps. Conversion rates are 3 times higher in mobile apps than in mobile sites. So why wait around? Don't miss out on the chance to engage with your customers over mobile devices. Reach out to us to get your app now.
Want to sell your WordPress plugin or theme using FastSpring? With AppZero, you can. AppZero is a killer analytics, licensing, and deployment tool for all WordPress developers. Today, we are introducing deep FastSpring integration with AppZero. It only takes a few minutes to set up your FastSpring account with AppZero. Add a WordPress plugin from the AppZero dashboard. Then click FastSpring as your selling platform. To connect AppZero with FastSpring, enter your FastSpring API username and API password. Now paste the webhook on your FastSpring account's integration. And that's it. Map your FastSpring product with AppZero. It manages licensing directly from your FastSpring sales. Whether it is recurring payment, subscription management, or package upgrades, AppZero handles it all. Manage orders, licensing, monthly revenue, refunds, all from one central hub. Spend more time coding and let AppZero handle all the complexities. Check out AppZero, the only platform for WordPress analytics, licensing, and deployment. AppZero is a killer WordPress analytics, licensing, and deployment tool that helps your business to grow faster than a speeding rocket. Deploy your plugin theme updates easily to your premium users. And manage subscriptions, licensing, and recurring payments. Easier than ever before. Find out why your plugins are deactivating and improve upon that. Where others take a percentage of your revenue, AppZero is different. Pay only for how many licenses you manage and save more income. AppZero is the most affordable way to grow your WordPress business. Discover AppZero pricing today.
Right, we're back after a short break, and I really appreciate everyone still tuning in and not leaving the stream. This is very passionate and compassionate coming from you. At times we are faced with certain situations. There can be lack of resources. There can be situations where you cannot do everything that you want. So today is one of those situations. But then again, let's welcome back my co-host to the stream, and also today's guest, Mr. Sakil. We'll be finishing very shortly, simply because I think we would have to say our prayer. So let's just go ahead with the questions. The next question, I think, Yasin, do you have a question, or should we take one from the live chat?
Oh, you can take one from the live chat. Yes.
I think that would be a very good idea. So let's go ahead. We have a similar question. How are you managing team when everyone is working from home in your team? I think that was already answered. Thank you for the question, Adrita. We'll skip to the next question. Question is from Enam. Can you tell us a rare quality of a content writer that helps him write great content?
Thank you. Very good question. From my viewpoint, as I believe that the most important thing of quality or rare quality, what you said, that is to have a clear observation. If someone has the proper observation about his or her surroundings and the people or audience group he or she preparing content or developing content for them, so that would be the great thing or the best thing that would help him or her to prepare or develop a great content. So as an author, thinking, proper thinking, or from thinking from outside the corner, and observation or experience, or what to say, proper understanding, actual understanding about the user group. That's the real quality, in my opinion.
Right. Thank you so much. We're going to take another question before we go back to a regular question. This question is coming from Atik again. Thank you for your third question. How to be a professional content writer? Would you please share something related to your own journey?
I disagree actually with the professional content writer with this term. Actually, writer is a writer. If someone has to say something to the people, so he can write, and if someone start to write, this a never-ending process actually. So writer is a writer, and as an author is an author throughout his life. So if I try to answer the question, what I think that just I said earlier, that you have to clear observation about your surroundings, and you have to keep focusing on preparing yourself as a guide, or yes, this is the what I want to share as a guide for other people. So if you content writer or creative writer, a blogger, whatever the word or term, the fact is you have to a clear observation and understanding, and obviously a focus from your viewpoint.
Right. I
That would
think we
help anyone.
were discussing your journey in WordPress before we got interrupted. Would you want to continue answering the question?
Oh, okay. Uh, what I said that it's difficult for me to answer because my WordPress journey began when I joined weDevs. So I just want to say or explain express myself as a student of WordPress, and I see WordPress as an ocean, and I'm just a viewer or observer. So, uh, as we know, we can explore an ocean and in many ways, or unlimited ways. There are. So, we actually explore WordPress or use or utilize WordPress in unlimited way or in any needs we have in our life. So, I just trying to understand WordPress and trying to cope up myself with WordPress ecosystem. So that's why what I want to say about my WordPress journey. So and I love exploring WordPress actually.
Right.
And if I
Thank you.
share uh,
Yep.
two my most of the time of a day I'm working with WordPress and handling WordPress related stuff. So that's a great journey for me actually.
Great,
No,
great.
absolutely. We can learn from our experience. We learn on the job, and while we tackle different struggles and different roadblocks, we learn how to actually overcome them. So that's also another way of learning. So it was great to know from you that you're still learning and applying that to your day-to-day activities. So the next question is kind of a broad. How significant do you think it is to have an experienced and functioning content team when it comes to products in the WordPress ecosystem? And how unique do you find the WordPress ecosystem in its own way?
Well, that's a broad question. And what I think that experience doesn't matter uh, as we perform as a team. But being functional or functioning team is very important. So we try to actually maintain a functioning process or becoming a functioning team because without functioning or without engaging activities, proper engagement and bonding, it's not possible to perform anywhere. So it's important from my viewpoint, not experience actually. And another point, if I want to cover that, what was that uniqueness
Yes.
or yeah,
Why do you think
uh,
WordPress is unique when it comes to producing content
yes,
for WordPress?
obviously WordPress is unique, and if I, as an author, if I share my experience, people these days actually love an open door with customization opportunity. So WordPress actually offered this uniqueness that it's open for all. You can use or utilize WordPress for any type of user purposes, and you have the ability as a beginner or pro user, you can customize WordPress uh, as you want. So that's the uniqueness, and that's the reason behind WordPress enormous success. What I believe.
Right. Thank you so much. And before Yasin asks the next question, we're going to take another viewer question. This question is from Nahid, and the question is, how do you generate content ideas?
Okay, thank you. It's an interesting question. Uh, uh, Easy but difficult, or difficult and easy, both. related to that. What I do that, as I already said many times, that the main two or rare quality that each and every writer or author should have is an observation or uh, the ability to understand people and surrounding circumstances. And second thing is thinking ability. The process, uh, he or she can easily combine both the quality. So I actually, as a author, always an observer. I try to see, read, and understand what people around me doing, what they are thinking, and same way while we are writing and offering our content and promoting throughout the globe. So I try to understand what people are trying to get, how they are trying to react and interact. So that's the main point behind preparing content plan or generating content ideas. So that's a blessing for me actually. What I think that I can plan anything within shortest time. So I also enjoyed the role as a lead or a content planner or content strategist. So if you are an observer and you think always and taking everything seriously, what's happening around you, it's very easy for anyone to generate ideas, content or marketing or something else, anything. That's what I actually understand or believe.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shakir. So my next question is very sweet and simple. So, which is your favorite weDevs product and why? Very sweet and simple question.
Sorry, which is my favorite with the
Which is your favorite
difficult,
weDevs product and why?
difficult for me. Difficult for me because uh, I work closely with in each and every product of weDevs, and love all of our products because there are certain stories and use cases behind each and every products we offer. So all are good and the proper market fit. So, but if you ask to name one single product,
Yep.
I would like to name Dokan, and not because that Dokan is our best product and best multi-vendor product in WordPress ecosystem. The main thing is, as a marketing student, I love to see uh, people doing something related to uh, business, marketing, entrepreneurship. So Dokan helping WordPress users to uh, preparing to uh, design a platform or what to say, uh, making or building a multi-vendor platform on WordPress. So that's the reason I love Dokan. And another thing that we observed
Think
Dokan
we're
helps
experiencing. Yep.
the most throughout the people throughout the world to fight against this tough time actually. So that's another reason I love Dukan. I want to name Dukan as my favorite product.
Awesome. Awesome.
Right. We're going to take another question from the live chat. This question is from one of the product manager who manages other products in weDevs. And he is asking, Mehdi is asking, content is king. How do you justify this based on the success of weDevs?
I'm having a
Right.
trouble with
We can see that the
my
issue there
internet
is issue with
connection.
internet.
Could
Right.
you please
So yeah, I will.
repeat
I
the
will.
question?
Content is king. How do you justify this based on weDevs' success?
I think I already answered the query or question. As from my viewpoint as an author, uh, people are uh, getting engaged and getting closer more and more day by day. So there's a huge need of content or stories. So we actually build or develop stories as a content that could be documentation, blog, creative writing, any creative writing format, stories, novels, anything. So the main thing is people need or love listen to the story uh, for any of their reason for spending lazy time, buying something or anything else. So content or stories becoming the one of the most preferable things in our life uh, throughout our journey. And another thing, or the second thing, is that the most important from my viewpoint is search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, or any other search engine. They are also actually uh, preferring user behavior or buyer persona that we all know. They prefer human behavior or psychological perspective. So they also getting that point to apply throughout their working process. So as an author, from my personal viewpoint, and uh, as a content marketer, if I explore or consider all the process of SEO and other Google search engine and other tools. So from any viewpoint, content is becoming more and more important day by day. So that's definitely true. Content is king, and the most uh, important thing that will make a change in upcoming days is your content. What you offer as a copy, content, documentation, video tutorial, any format would make a change actually, will make a change.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Shakil. We have another questions from Atikur Rahman Tonmoy.
So
Why,
I think
why, can you hear me? Hello.
I think we're having a little bit of issue with the internet, but Yasin, you can go ahead with the question, I guess.
Okay, fine. Uh, why should a content writer study and learn SEO? Why should a content writer study and learn SEO?
We'll just give it a few minutes or seconds. We'll wait for. I think we lost our guest due to the poor internet connectivity. But then again,
There's lots of
let's.
technical issues and internet.
Yes, yes, which is okay. I think we are glad to be alive. This is one of the toughest
Yeah,
time that we have seen humankind has faced, and today is no different. I think today has been a blessing. At least we can talk to each other. We can
yeah.
have a lot,
Share
so
our
much people.
thoughts.
Definitely. And if you look to the bright side, Yasin, today we've got the most number of questions in among our shows. So that's also another good thing.
Yeah.
So let's try to go ahead with the question, and we try to answer the question. Let's try that. So the question was actually, why should a content writer study and learn SEO? So you see, like, and Yasin and I were both going to participate. Now we're guests and we're hosts. We're doing everything. So I think our guest has returned. We don't need to do that actually. Shakil is back. Let me pull Shakil into the stream. So the question was, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for joining back. We understand the internet is becoming very difficult. So why should a content writer study and learn SEO?
if I shortly describe,
Yeah, please.
he or she should learn and study SEO just for helping the search engine to understand what we develop or what we're offering as the content. So we actually don't write for the search engine. We write for the people. We should write for the people, and we are giving importance or significance or priority to SEO, just for making sure that search engines can understand what we are offering actually.
Right. We have a few other live questions. Yasin, what do we have next?
Okay. Uh, the next questions from Sam Shumon. Can you please share with us one secret that you always follow while writing a content? So basically, he wants to know a secret from Mr. Shakil.
Thank you.
One secret. You can imagine someone you love or respect as your first reader or audience to develop a engaging content. So if I share one secret uh, point, so that would be a secret.
Okay,
So,
great. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who posted questions. Uh, I have another question, which is actually from our initial set of questions. So we want to know about your vision for the content team in the coming few years. What would you say about your team being different than other places, like other companies where they have a content team, if you know about them? I don't know if we lost Shakil once again. I can hear Shakil maybe. Yep, it's still issue. Yep, we're having issue with the internet.
and
So
we are fighting, and we are still fighting.
right, you can say that.
Viewers.
That's actually
Yeah,
hypothetical.
definitely.
Yeah, but then again, I believe we're past the 1 hour mark, and I don't think Shakil can hear us any well. So yep, I guess that is the same thing. We just lost Shakil, but then again, let's just wrap up things. So today we actually talked with the content lead of weDevs, Sakil Adnan, and he shared his journey with weDevs. He shared what the duties, roles, and how the team performs. And we had a lot of questions, a lot of good questions from the
Right.
chat. I think Shakil is still here, joining or trying to joining. Shakil is back. And before wrapping up, we'll take two more questions, and that's it. We're actually a crunch time. So Shakil, your vision about your content team in the next few years and how your content team is different than others.
That's easy actually in about next few years. What I trying to do that preparing each and every member from our team to prepare as a complete content marketer or inbound marketer. So that's the vision for now. And from my team experience or team viewpoint, and another thing what we are trying to do that as a weDevs content team, we are trying to offer the best possible user guides to our existing and future users. So the main goal or vision will be trying to be one of the best content team in the WordPress ecosystem. So I think if all of us is ready for performing the content marketer role, so that would be easy for us, and that's what I will try to do in upcoming days, inshallah.
All right. Thank you so much.
And
We have, yep.
unique of my content or our content team,
Yes, yes. How
uh,
would you differentiate
I
your
think that was
content team with
the
other
second part.
places? Yep.
Actually, I didn't work earlier with any other teams, but what I think that the points or features that should have each and every team, you need to offer record access and space that your team members need to perform his or her duty. So if you ask someone to do something, but you don't offer the access or space or freedom, So that could be difficult. That would be impossible for him or her to perform his or her duty. So I think we are trying to offer proper space and access to each of our team members, and that's the uniqueness if I share. Yes.
Right. We'll take another question from the live chat, and the question is from Faisal Sharkar. Faisal says, weDevs is a prominent WordPress product development company. From content team's perspective, how does a big brand like weDevs help people with the kind of experience it has to make a better and knowledgeable community?
Now, as a big brand,
Like weDevs help people
I
with
think
the kind of
we
experience.
already talked about that. We are trying to offer, develop, and offer uh, documentation, user guide, and video tutorial, all with the same or solo purpose that we're trying to make our users' journey easier. So, as we promoting our products, and not only our products, we are trying to contribute towards WordPress community and other people and organizations working in WordPress ecosystem. So I think we are doing we are following the right strategy, or we are on the right way. So if we can ensure proper user experience, or we can offer the best possible way or resources that would be helpful for any of the WordPress users, so that could be the best thing for this concept.
Great. So one last questions from the viewers from
So
Muriam
do you
Akhtar.
have
How to be consistent during writing a content on a same niche, or how to maintain consistency while writing?
okay? What we're trying to uh, do or try to follow as a strategy when we're preparing or developing content is to uh, share a story. If you try to build a story, and one point or secret that I shared earlier, that you should imagine someone you know well or love. Uh, so you can imagine himself as your first reader. So if you try to build a story and imagine someone you love as your first reader, so that can help you to be consistent during writing. So as our solo or main purpose to help people, so I think that's not be something difficult or tough to maintain. I hope you got the answer. So it's our
Certainly, we did. Thank you so much for your
we are
participation, your
time.
time. Yep, I think we are done with today's question and answer round. So, Shakil, thank you so much for finding time from your busy schedule, being a very cooperative, even though we had issues with the internet and other stuff. But most importantly, thank you for appearing at weDevs for the first time. We want to see you again in the future. Do you have anything as a closing remark? Do you want to say anything to the people out there who reaches out to weDevs every single day? Any message? I think we're having issues.
Sorry, again, I'm having
Yeah,
trouble.
right.
Uh,
I think we should just wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up. Thank you so much, Shakil. Thank you for joining, and we hope to see you again in the future.
okay, thank you both of you for this opportunity
Thank
and
you.
honor.
Just stay on the
And thank you everyone
background.
who
Yep.
watched and joined our live session, and will be watching later.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining it. All right. So that was Sakil Adnan, our content team lead. And Yasin, did you learn something today? Do you have a tagline ready?
Yeah,
or should I give you a few more minutes?
I have a tagline which has been mentioned. Our
Okay, let's
ERP
let's just
product manager Mehdi Hassan, and which is
let's not go there. Let's not go there yet. So, what do we have for our viewers? Is there something that you want to tell our viewers specifically?
I wanted to say that content is king, definitely. And another thing is that to our viewers, if you have any inquiries, any kind of inquiries, any kind of questions, please do write our marketing at weDevs.com.
Right? And
And if anyone, it could be an individual or it could be a company, those are interested to do collaborative tasks with weDevs, please write our partner at weDevs.com, and we will answer as soon as possible. And we have lots of content, lots of article in our weDevs blog. You can read through weDevs.com/blog. And the main thing is that something seriously and definitely something big is coming in our Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So please keep your eyes on our weDevs.com.
Yasin, how can people reach you if they want to
Okay, if
communicate?
anyone trying to reach me, my social in our social channel, my LinkedIn and Twitter handle is this is Yasin. You can reach out to me through this, and we have
Yep. So mine is Chayon07, that's Chaion07. And on that note, we actually wrap up, take your goodbyes, and hope that you're all maintaining proper social distancing. So,
yeah,
Yasin, I will catch you up again next time. Until then, bye bye.
definitely. Okay, bye bye everyone.